and we'll be underway here in just a matter of moments. Good crowd has made its way in to the stadium, and let's play. Penmen have certainly done a job in their 4 wins this year. They have not allowed a goal. 15-0 the scores in the 4 games the Penmen have won. The only loss was 2 weeks ago today in Philadelphia. They fell 2-1 to Jefferson. Had some opportunities late in that game. Fell behind 2-0 in the first half and lost 2-1. Penman captain Rafa Escobedo takes the pass over on the left wing. Now the Yellow Jackets will move the other way. Losses to Post, Bridgeport, and Georgian Court for AIC. A tie 3-3 with Wilmington. And then the big one for sure coming off of the Wednesday tie at Franklin Pierce 1-1. Just a couple of years ago, 3 years ago, the AIC Yellow Jackets made it to the second round of the NCAA tournament. Penman looking to make it back to the NCAA tournament for the second year in a row. Yellow Jackets trying to clear it out, and it will be AIC ball. A while to get it in. Here we go. Pietro Botasso over on that far side with it. Kind of tough to predict who might be the scorer on this AIC squad because they've scored 6 goals on the season and they've had 6 different goal scorers in their contests. Penman led by Philip Herman and Martin Zapata, 3 goals apiece. All sent through on the far side with the Penman there with Danny Gonzalez to send it back out to the middle of the field. We'll get a whistle, and our first foul of the game will be on the Penman. And AIC will look to set up their offense. Long kick downfield by Liam Evans, captain for the Penman. One hops into the hands of number 1. And Morales Fernandez will give it up here. Just a couple of minutes into the contest, just underway. Penman and AIC. SNHU has handled business over the years against this side. New season, new coach, and a little bit of momentum for sure, again, coming out of the game the other night. Zapata is 10 for the Penman. Was back to Evans, far side over to Pons. Penman in retreat mode will send it back to Neal. We'll give it out here to Harun Kante. Let's see where they want to go with it. Try to attack against this assumption. They go deep. And Herman is taken down. Call the foul on the Yellow Jackets as Herman continues to sit. They called the foul on Hannes Vidström, freshman from Sweden. About 5 minutes into the contest, very little has happened so far. Put it in play as Castro. Sends it in front. Caught the foot of Zapata there. AIC says that it's off the Penman. There's an AIC player down as well. And it is 18 for the Yellow Jackets. Leo Consoloni, a little bit slow in getting up. Athletic trainer will come out to check on him, but the clock continues to run here. And they will pull 18 off the field here for a moment. That's what it looks like. I'm surprised that they haven't stopped the clock at all. We're waiting for a corner for SNHU here. Alejo Caceres will put the ball in play. No scoring yet. Caceres hooking one in towards the goal. I think that was off of the head of the defender, Anton Granholm for AIC. I'll give the Penmen a second corner opportunity here. And 18 for AIC. Consoloni, banged up in that last sequence. He's back on the field. Zapata will send the ball in from the near side corner this time, our side of the field. As we sit here at the top of the Willett Stadium box, we'll tap it ahead to Caceres. Penman looking for the center. Escobedo goes to get the ball here, reverses back on it. Rafa feeds it back to Zapata on the near side. Zapata taps left side for Caceres. Nice give and go getting it to Gonzalez, but ridden off of the ball. And the takeaway there by AIC, and they'll clear it out here as a Penman and an AIC player both go down. We're going to call that on SNHU. No scoring yet. Left side defending for the Penmen is Pons. Now the Yellow Jackets try to build some momentum. On the far side of the field is Botasso. Lost it. Near the midfield stripe and out of bounds. Penmen get a throw in here. SNHU won 1-0, October 31st of 2023 in Springfield on a goal in the 26th minute by Iago Perez. Perez coming off of his first appearance of the year against St. Michael's the other night. Zapata, far side for Escobedo. Penman will work it all the way back and around. Evans, far side for Pons. Back to Zapata. And eventually the Penman will give it back to Neal to try to set it up again. Neal, deep drive down the middle of the field. And some contact, they'll call that on AIC as down goes Martin Fuentes. Evans back to Conte. Left foot swings it for Escobedo. Back to Haroun. Evans chips down the middle of the field. Off target, AIC had it momentarily. Penman tried to get it back. They'll whistle and call Danny Gonzalez for an infraction and give it back over here to the Yellow Jackets. Nearly 10 minutes into the contest. I think we're still looking for our first shot on goal. We are. We're actually looking for our first shot of the game. And no score. Stolen away. Zapata. Lost it back over to the Yellow Jackets. 8 is Renford Morgan. Starter here today. Back to Escobedo for the Penmen. Pons gives it back to Evans. Again, Penman going the wrong direction. He'll tap it back to Neal and set it up again. Nice work there to get the ball to Gonzalez. Zapata sends it middle of the field. No one there for the Penmen. AIC has it taken away. Escobedo, Caceros, and now the right side shot. Gonzalez wide. Or rather, Martin Fuentes, not Gonzalez. Martin Fuentes on the shot for the Penmen. 12 missed it wide. That'll be a goal kick here. AIC ranks 12th in the nation in shot accuracy at 57.1%. They just don't get a lot of shots. They're averaging 7 a game. There's clearly one that they'll look to try to keep low scoring here in Southern New Hampshire today. Just getting the conference season underway. Two-time defending national champion Franklin Pierce has been tested. Come away with a couple of ties. Their conference games to Assumption and against AIC. We're number 1 in the nation. The Ravens now number 2. And the Penmen will get them not too far down the line now. So we're moving to the month of October and a lot of conference action coming up. Although the Penmen's the next game for SHNU will be against Bridgeport on Wednesday. That's another non-conference affair. Steal here, Caceros. Can't do anything with it. Conte gives it back. Gonzalez over to Zapata. Gives to Fuentes. Comes back to Martin Fuentes. Zapata. Ball rolling, and the goalie, Morales Fernandez, comes out for AIC, and we'll clean that up. This guy right here, Thomas Lafayette, number 7. He had the goal against Franklin Pierce that resulted in the 1-1 tie the other day, a junior from Somers, Connecticut. Lafayette, loose ball on the ground, hits off of the Penmen. Number 9 there, Herman. Throw in for AIC. Chip into the corner. Good job over there by Nicholas Chapman to retain possession eventually, though does lose it to Conte, and SHNU kicks it back out. Come back to midfield here as Fuentes sends it back to the middle of the field. And now once again the Penmen defensively. Conte out to Castro. Long ball downfield. Headed back towards the center stripe. Castro has Escobedo. He lost it. And AIC will throw it in. We've played almost the first 15 minutes of this contest. And nothing so far. One shot officially in the books by SHNU, and no shots on goal yet. Penman unable to save it. Good run across the field there by Calejos. Captain number 2, Nicholas Chapman from Sheffield, England. Off of the body of Renford Morgan. Penman send it back out, and AIC recovers, and they'll look to send it back in. There'll be a collision there. And AIC whistled for the violation as Liam Evans went down hard. Christian Torres got the call on AIC. Neal will bring it out, and 29-35, clock running first half, no score. Good deep ball. Can the Penman do something with that? Stays in. Escobedo will knock it back. American flag on the in the left corner of this Willett Stadium. Showing a little bit of a swirling wind here, not strong at all. I guess if there is a wind advantage here in the first half, it is for the Penman going right to left, much as we saw in the early contest today. Penman, SNHU women getting 2 first-half goals and beating Assumption 2-1 today. Second game of our doubleheader. Caceros. Feed goes out on the right wing to Pons. Centering pass from Gonzalez came out in front. AIC tried to break out with it, but the Penman able to control. Gonzalez feeds it here. Caceres is it tapped away. Comes back out to the Yellow Jackets. Near side here is Anton Granholm, number 6. Penman deep ball. Headed towards Fuentes. Our side of the field, we popped up into the air and out of bounds. SNHU with a throw-in. Alex Pons, the sophomore from Castellón, Spain. Gives it back to Martin Zapata. Zapata fires one towards goal into the arms of the waiting Lucas Morales Fernandez, who'd come out of his cage, and we'll send it away. Penman will look to set up another scoring opportunity. They're coming. Evans pushed away from the ball. Yellow Jackets come back the other way. Lafayette will leave it out here for Consoloni. Comes back on the right side for Chapman. And out of bounds. No score. Penman. Zapata on a tap ahead, cleared back out by Hans Vidström. Freshman defender for AIC. Penman, a lot of the actions come on that far side of the field. Manny Gonzalez rolled that one ahead. Goalkeeper got there before SNHU did. AIC with an opportunity coming here as Botasso on the far side, and it sneaks by. No goal. They had Neal try to get it to that far side of the net. And it rolled out. And what do we have here? Going to be a corner for the Yellow Jackets. Coming with about 25 minutes to play in the first half. This will be their first corner of the game. Down into the corner goes Sean Menacho, the sophomore. Will drill it with the left foot. Carries past the goal, ahead by Vidström, and out of bounds it goes, and nothing there for AIC, and the Penmen will take back over. Neal will send it away. 5 starts for the Penmen, 0.4 goals against average, 2 goals allowed, 11 saves made by Preston Neal. 4-run record this year. It's been terrific. Over his southern New Hampshire career, now Preston Neal today making his 36th start. 13 shutouts, 16, 12, and 7 overall record. Played to a 0.99 goals against average last season. Zapata looking for Caceres, sends it down low. Good defense by Vidström in the corner, but he'll just send it out, and so SNHU will bring it in with Escobedo. 7 to throw it in. Zapata right there. Taps it with a foot, try to give it back to Escobedo, but it's knocked away and out of bounds again off AIC. Penman working for what they hope would be the first goal. Caceres slips his defender, sends one centering pass, trying to get it there to Philip Herman, who was in front. Carried back into the corner, and Caceres didn't have a good foot on that one, and AIC will kick it back into the middle of the field, creating the turnover, gives it back. Penman with a shot on goal, and a save on Danny Gonzalez is made by Lucas Morales Fernandez. Halfway through the first half, the Penmen get a shot on goal here, but we stay scoreless. Wide side Chapman for the Yellow Jackets. Deep down the right side comes to Botasso, doing battle against SNHU's Haroon Conte. And that should set up an AIC corner here. Nothing, back end of the first half here at Willett Stadium. Get AIC's Menacho. And AIC penalized. Some contact in front with Neal, who is down. Guillerme Guy Afonso, number 4 for AIC, is the one who made the contact with Neal. Now they will stop the clock to give Neal an opportunity to compose himself here with a score SNHU nothing and AIC nothing. While we're playing here today, field hockey, SNHU number 7 in the nation, playing at Adelphi, and game is 2-2, and they're in the third quarter of that one. And Neil's going to say he's okay. There are 3 penmen waiting to come in over on that far side. Will not come in just yet. 8, 11, and 16 for the penmen. Tyler Kraft, Iago Perez, and Shane Siegel. Neil sends it down. No score in this contest. We're back underway after a brief pause for the goalie. Gonzalez will leave the penman for Castro, taken back by AIC. They'll move the other way. The ball moves right side over to Chapman. Back for Granholm. AIC looking for a path there through the middle of the defense. Instead, will attack from the far side of the field. And some pretty good movement of the ball was Torres before losing it, and SHNU will send it out. A little under 20 minutes to go here in the first half. And right in front of the AIC bench, they blow a whistle on the Yellow Jackets that immediately got, I think that's Coach Durham, upset. I think I may have caught the hand there, Fuentes. Push out to the wide side, Chapman. Caceros closed on him, gave it up to Lafayette. Back around. Yellow Jackets will push far side of the field here as Menacho. Taps it even wider out, giving it to Alfonso. Yellow Jackets, good movement of the ball here in the attack zone. Come back over to Chapman. Sends one in middle of the field and wide. The centering pass for Pietro Botasso. And now we'll get those SHNU substitutions of Kraft, Perez, and Siegel with 18 minutes and a few seconds left here in the first half.
Tyler Kraft, number 11, Iago Perez, and number 16, Shane Siegel.
All right, Neal gives it a ride. Carries onto the Yellow Jacket side of the field. Zapata tried to tap it over to Kraft. It goes out of bounds, middle of the field, throw in for Pons. Wants to go deep with it. Zapata. And then it rolls off of AIC. Penman to throw it in. No score here in the first half. Kraft comes over here on the side to Granholm. Granholm trying to send it out for AIC. I'll go out, and it should be Penman ball. Rafa. Taps to Kraft, comes back to Escobedo. Reading the Greyhound throw in. There we go. Far side is Menacho. Closing on him defensively, Shane Siegel. AIC sends the ball over this side of the field. They're looking for something on the edges. though. Foul on the penman. Call that on Tyler Kraft, and ball goes back over to AIC. 15 minutes, 40 seconds to play. Stays with AIC. Chapman trying to get it in the middle of the field for Botasso. Winds up with Torres, but too far. He tries to bring it back, though. It's going to be off SNHU. We'll have a corner kick coming here. Third of the first half for AIC. Each team with 2 shots. AIC does not have a shot on goal in the contest. And roll it out in front. And what a save by Neal there on one in close. Torres, I think, got it over to Vidström. And a strong blast was rejected back out by the Penman goalie, who made a terrific save. With just under 15 minutes to play here in the first half. It was all started by a corner kick that AIC had. It did look like Vidström, who had the opportunity there, and Preston Neal made the save on it. And it'll be contact there, and they'll call that on the penman on Zapata. The Yellow Jackets showing some life here late in the first half. Under 14 minutes to go. They got a little bit of offense together. They got their first shot on goal. Penman will try to flip the table here, try to seize some momentum back. Far side, Afonso. Works it back around. Torres. Evans. Pons. Another header. Castro gets it over to Zapata. Zapata swings one on the right side. He's got a man there, and that is Fuentes. Fuentes, nice give over to Iago Perez, who was in front, but rejected back out by AIC. Under 13 to play first half. And they'll call that push. Escobedo went down. Penman nothing, Yellow Jackets nothing. Northeast 10 conference game here at Southern New Hampshire today. Zapata swings one out on the wing. Pons cut with it, but rejected back out. Ball coming loose in front, headed out by the goalie. Still a loose ball. For the Penman, Shane Siegel went low. Meanwhile, further out, away from the play, there's another Penman down out of the wing, and that's Martin Fuentes. Siegel gets back up. Perez, Iago, in the middle of the field, doing some arguing. I think they're just going to give this as a goal kick to AIC, or a foul on SNHU will give the opportunity here for Morales Fernandez to kick it away in a scoreless game. Clock stop momentarily.
In for the Penman, number 17, Charlie Preuss.
Charlie Preuss, 17, comes into the game for SNHU. With Fuentes going out.
In for AIC, number 16, Axel Sundberg.
Axel Sundberg into the ball game for AIC, number 16. Deep ball. AIC. And a shot will go wide from Torres. Across the way, I do see Martin Fuentes with our athletic trainer, Chris Silva. And he may be good to go for the second half today. Meantime, we're into the final 11 minutes and change of this first half. Neal hooked it. Escobedo can't save it, and the ball will go back over to the Yellow Jackets. Bringing it in will be Nicholas Chapman. AIC coming off a 1-1 tie with number 2 Franklin Pierce. And they're playing SNHU. Dead even on the road so far. And some contact there. We're going to call that on the penman. Yes, whistled on Castro. Free kick for AIC, taken by Leo Consoloni. Batted back out by the penman. Another whistle. Fouls 7 on AIC, 6 on SNHU. A lot of whistles in the first half. Castro come back over to Conte. Escobedo, Rafa lost it. AIC turns, sends it back the other way as Torres looking over on that far left side for Menacho. Foul on the penman as Alfonso goes down. And Charlie Preuss got whistled for that one. Clock, meantime, continues to run. We approach 9 minutes left first half. Scoreless so far. Alfonso. Deep ball with the left foot. Crossing. First to get it is the penman's Escobedo and out of bounds. Throw it'll come near side from Chapman. And AIC unable to control there. That's SNHU's ball. 3 corner kicks for AIC, 2 for the penman. Each team with 1 shot on goal. One really good save by Preston Neal of SNHU. Penman fly with Preuss down the left side. Preuss comes back. Centering pass, knocked back out. Penman, Kraft trying to get a foot on it. Rejected back out. Now it's working far side of the field. Zapata has it taken away. Yes, he's done a nice job defensively, not giving SNHU anything inside. 8 minutes to play in the first half. Scoreless so far at Willett Stadium. Lights not on. It seems fairly dark with the cloud cover now. Chapman knocks the ball up into the air. Luz Zapata had it for a second. Zapata is going to commit a foul, and we'll give it back over to the Yellow Jackets. 7.5 left in the first. Chapman for AIC. Near side. And a takedown there by Zapata on the pass that went to Sundberg. Anton Granholm His hometown, Stockholm, Sweden. Back for Vidström from Karlstad, Sweden. AIC, good movement. Ball will come right side. The centering pass comes from the edge from Chapman into traffic and knocked back out. Back over to Granholm. Penman now will try to flip the field. Preuss gets taken down in the open field. And a flag. A card, rather. Card goes on Giafonso with 6:16 to go in this first half. Clock goes under 6 minutes here. Castro puts it in play. Over to Rafa. Reverses direction. Rafa comes back middle of the field. Castro gives it back. Escobedo hooks one. Center of the field looking for Perez. Ball knocked away by Vidström. AIC will push ahead and turn around with Botasso leading the way. Left side intercepted by Pons. Taken back by AIC. Who's that off of? That's off of the Penman. And Afonso will throw it in. Two go down. Zapata for the Penman, Consoloni for the Yellow Jackets. That foul whistled on Zapata. Under 5 to go in a scoreless first half. Penman won 2-0 at St. Michael's to improve to 2-0 in league play coming into today. That was on Wednesday night. Kraft accelerates. Comes back to Preuss. Sends it back left side for Kraft. Kraft will work it in. Tries to get by one man, Vidström, with the body, able to block it and take it back over for the Yellow Jackets to deny the scoring opportunity for the Penman. Again, each side with one shot on goal here in the first half. Scoreless so far. 4:19 left in the first half. AIC's Morgan. And a whistle. And now we're going to wind up with a card on SNHU. Clock stop of 4:12 left in the half. We'll call that on number 8, Tyler Kraft is the one who got the yellow card for the Penman. Four minutes to play first half. Pons for Castro. Works at Siegel far side, trying to come back middle of the field for Preuss. Kraft got a foot on it and unable to save it as Rafa Escobedo. Been pretty even here at Willett Stadium in the first half. We'll go over to the Penman. Still time to get something going here. 3:15 to go. Castro midfield to the right of Escobedo. He's looking left sideline. Off Perez. Penman, nice head by Kraft to get it to Iago. Gives it back. Zapata, Escobedo, banging off heads and legs. And AIC in the end has it. Botasso. Penman will get back to that, though, as Zapata will send it back out to Neal for a long kick. What do we have? Another yellow card. This one's going to be on Arun Conte for the Penman. So 2:34 left in the first. It'll be a yellow card on Arun Conte. A lot of discussion on this one. Conte appeared to come from behind into the back of Botasso, which drew the ire of the referee here in the contest. 2 minutes to play now, first half. Shots, AIC 3, SNHU 2. Each team 1 shot on goal. 10 fouls on the Penman, including 2 yellow cards. 1 on the Yellow Jackets. Perez. Escobedo booms one right to the goalie. Cleaned up by Morales Fernandez, and minute 30 to go. Penman had an opportunity there, but couldn't get it by. Taking a chance, though, late in the first half. Escobedo was looking for what would have been his first goal of the season. Minute 13, clock running. Chapman will bring it in here for the Yellow Jackets. Try to carry it deep left side as we go to 1 minute. And Pons will let it go out. Last touched by AIC. Manacho couldn't catch up with it. And now with 45 seconds left, the Penman from deep in their own end. Pass here to the edge. Kraft loses the foot race with Chapman. Gives it back for AIC. Half a minute to go in the first half. Scoreless. Granholm. Chips deep. And stop the clock. With 13 seconds left. It'll be a Penman foul. Out here pretty deep. So just 10 seconds to go. They'll fire one in left side, headed back out by the Penman.
7, 6,
In the final
5,
seconds of the first half.
3.
And the Penman will, they're going to stop the clock again. 2.8 seconds left. So Gabriel Castro was down on one knee. But it's going to be Penman ball, and they're not going to be able to do much with this anyway. Under 3 seconds to go. Scoreless in the first half. Each team with 3 shots, 2 shots on goal for SNHU, 1 for the Penman. And we're just waiting for Neil to put into it.
2, 1.
And that's it. Halftime at Willett Stadium. Second half underway. Again, AIC in black going from my right to left. Preston Neal in goal for SNHU. Netminder for American International College today is graduate student Lucas Morales Fernandez from Amherst, Mass. Penman getting the throw in here. Rago Perez starting the second half, trying to battle for that loose ball, and it'll go back over to AIC here. Penman on the year, 4-1, 2-0 in the Northeast 10. Perez on the front line. Charlie Preuss, Martin Zapata for the Penman. Alejo Caceres is out there. Tyler Kraft. Is that going to be a corner? No. Going to be a goal kick. Liam Evans, Haroon Kante. Defensively, far side of the field, sending it down there for the Penman. I think that's Alex Pons. Penman did not generate much in the way of chances in that first half. Again, just 3 shots. Bouncing around. Up into the air, Pons. AIC went up into the air. Renford Morgan landed on Gabriel Castro, drew the whistle there. Field hockey, SNHU in overtime at Adelphi today. 7th ranked Penman 2, Adelphi 2. They still play on. SNHU women's soccer beat Assumption earlier today, 2-1. This will be a free kick for the Penman. Who's going to take it? It'll be Castro, and wide of the net. Other finals, women's soccer in the NE10 today. Adelphi won 2-1 over St. Anselm. Bentley 1, New Haven nothing. St. Michael's 4, Southern Connecticut 2. That's on the women's side today. NE10 men's soccer, Bentley 2, Assumption nothing. Adelphi 1-0 over St. Michael's. Southern Connecticut 1 at home over St. Anselm 2-1. There's one game later today. The Pace women playing at Franklin Pierce. Franklin Pierce men will be in action tomorrow afternoon at home at 1 against New Haven. Bring the weekend to a conclusion in NE10 soccer. Penman nothing, AIC nothing. We play on here. 41 minutes to play in the contest. SNHU has dominated the all-time series with AIC. They've won 23 of the 25. Throw-in coming here on the near side. Pons gives it back. Castro sends one in front. Goalie lands right on top of SNHU's Charlie Preuss. They were both battling for that loose ball in the middle of the field. All-time series is actually, Penman have won 23 of 26. 23, 2-1 all-time. The Penman are unbeaten in their last 17 against AIC, 16-0-1. But again, AIC building some momentum here. They came off of a tie with second-ranked Franklin Pierce on Wednesday at 1. Team that they took the penalty kicks in the NE10 tournament last year. And boy, they have played a solid game here so far today. Penman almost got that one away. Good job there. Oh, they're going to call Kraft for a foul there. Penman have only given up 2 goals this year. And both of them came in the loss at Jefferson 2 weeks ago today. Preston Neal with 4 shutouts and 5 starts for SNHU. And he has held AIC off the board again today. Which team will get one today? We'll see. Working wide side here for Alfonso. AIC. Deep ball, far right side, setting up an opportunity here. Lafayette puts one up in front. Neal will take that away after Christian Torres got a foot on it. Pons near side. Taps back. Evans will give it to Neal. Preston. Booms one deep. 2 down there for the Penmen. Perez and Preuss. Preuss sends one back middle of the field. A little bit too far for Zapata, but a loose ball still in front, kicked around by AIC. A header, Karam's back out to Pons. Gives it here to Castro, back to Pons. Now Zapata. Works it into the corner. Penman, centering pass comes up in front. And a little bit too far for Perez from Tyler Kraft. Gave him a good opportunity there. If he's in perfect position to maybe nail one home. And that's going to be on the Penman on Preuss. Second half. 37 minutes or so remaining. Whistles blow as bodies go to the ground. Foul to the Penman. AIC will bring it in. Manacho will work it back. Yellow Jackets come out of their own zone. Vidström almost taken away by Kraft. Kraft now does get control. Centering pass intended for Perez, too far. Winds up with Vidström. Sends it the other way for the Yellow Jackets. No score in this contest. 36 minutes to play. 36-11. Alfonso will go get that ball. Deep corner. Sends it ahead. Taken back by the Penman. Evans. Yellow Jackets with it. Give it here near side. Manacho and Alfonso. Vidström. Pass out on the edge. They've worked it left and right, but now beginning in a push ahead. Zapata got in to knock it away from Chapman. AIC player shaken up. We'll stop the clock. Nicholas Chapman is the injured player for AIC right over in front of the SNHU bench. Referee will help him up. We'll give his captain's sleeve over to Anton Granholm. Intercepted by Preuss on the inbounds. AIC trying to get away and a nice feed up ahead of Perez. Iago tripped up and they'll call that. Gingerly looking at his hand as he came up. No score, 34-32 left. SNHU field hockey wins 3-2 in overtime out of Wiersma from Minka Vanderpool. A little over 7 minutes into overtime and a big win, first ever win for SNHU at Adelphi in field hockey today. They had to go to overtime, but they got it. Be able to see the Penman and St. Michael's on the first Tuesday night, Larkin Field. Here's a chance for Iago. Left foot, scores! That's from Tyler Kraft, sets up Iago Perez, and the Penmen find the net. 1-0. And for Perez, playing just his second game of the season, it's his second goal of the year. Had one the other night against St. Michael's in the win. Perez from Kraft for the Penmen to make it 1-0. That's a big goal, and they've been tough and coming today. You could tell there was going to be an opportunity for Perez in the center. Kraft with a right foot up in front, and Perez drills with his left for the goal.
Penman goal scored by number 11, Iago Perez. Assisted by number 8, Tyler Kraft. Time of the goal, 56 minutes, 1 second. That's Perez from Kraft.
56:01, the time of the goal. For Iago Perez, his 11th career goal with the Penman. He had 8 last year. And I'm hearing whistles, whistles, whistles. And a yellow card. Of AIC, Lou Consoloni. .33-31 left. Also a yellow card on Martin Zapata of SNHU on that play. SNHU trying to hold off AIC here. AIC was down 1-0 against Franklin Pierce the other night, and they got an equalizer. Good work there by Pons. Thomas Lafayette, the junior from Connecticut, with a tying goal the other day for AIC. Popped up into the air, and Neal brings that one out on the far side with a pass for Kraft. Sun has come back out. It was obscured behind some clouds there for a little while. But the weather's been perfect fall day, early fall day, right? And you can get some glimpses of the trees across the way. There's not much color in them yet here in southern New Hampshire. Coming, though. Likely by Columbus Day. It's about when we'll see the colors. Throw-in will come on the far side from Lafayette. AIC taps it ahead. Sundberg works it back to Morgan. Coming back here on the near side is Minacho. Penman able to come away with it. Perez takes the return, taps it left side. Preuss will go run that down. Charlie kicks one back into the middle, blocked by AIC. Iago will go back behind. Feet on the right side, Pons. Kraft tries to center it off the head there of Afonso. Back to Pons, centers one in front looking for Perez. Batted away out of the zone there by the Yellow Jackets. And a whistle. And what do we have this time? It is on AIC's Sundberg. Just about a half hour to play now. One nothing SNHU. The goal scored by Iago Perez. Sent wide and too far by Rafa Escobedo. Too early to start talking about Northeast 10 playoffs. You have to be in one of the top 7 positions to make the men's tournament field. It's blocked. Can Preuss run that down? Oh, yes, he can. Gets to the end line, tries a centering pass back for Iago Perez, broken up middle of the field by Consoloni. Sends it back out for the Yellow Jackets. A little bit stronger attack here from the Penman. Goal seems to have gotten them alive a little bit. Caceres broken up there by Axel Sundberg, the 5'8 freshman. He's also Swedish. Luleå, Sweden. I'm not sure of the pronunciation. Lulea. So big corner kick for SNHU. Let's check the corners. 3 for AIC. This will be SNHU's third of the contest. Tried to get it into Kraft, and that's off AIC, and we go back to the corner again. And Zapata will go over to bring it in. Preuss positioned on the back side front of the net. Zapata hooks it that way, and rejected back out by Granholm for AIC. And the Penman, some contact on the ball, and it floats deep and out of here. Shots, SNHU 6, AIC 4. 3 of the Penman shots on goal, including one that got in. 2 shots on goal for AIC today. 14 fouls on the Penman, 12 on AIC. There have been 5 yellows, 3 on the Penman. But more and more we're finding that the run of plays on the AIC side of the field. A little tug at the jersey there. The penman able to get the ball away and then whistled, and it is a violation on the penman. As Consoloni was advancing the ball. We're going to back it up 10 feet. 27 minutes left to play. Deep kick, middle of the field. Evans heads it back out. Sent back in by Alonso, but into the waiting arms of Neil. Iafonso with a shot there for AIC. Perez may have been offside there. Went through anyway to Morales Fernandez. Using the sideline. Good work by Evans to keep it alive there for the penman. Got it to Kraft. Zapata thought he was fouled. AIC comes away with possession. Penman goal in the 57th minute. That's all we have so far. Iago Perez from Tyler Kraft. 1-0 SNHU over American International. Christian Torres sends it far side of the field. Back with it, Granholm. AIC sends the deep ball. Looking on the side here for Menacho, trying hard to get it away, but the penman able to control. That stays in. Kicked back out, still in possession of the Greyhounds. Comes 18 Consoloni near side. Consoloni goes to the ground. The ball batted loose, picked up there by Batasso, and sends it all the way across. And last touch by the penman. Under 25 minutes to go now in the contest, and the Yellow Jackets speeding things up a little bit. Intercepted, knocked away by Zapata, and AIC. Preuss is going to be fouled here, and he's going to be carded. Yeah? No. The referee will stop the clock. He was going to his pocket there. I thought he was going to pull a card out. Meantime, he wants to talk to Giafonso of AIC to explain what he did. No yellow. Some of the fans down below are screaming for that. But it is SNHU will take possession of it. And we'll wait for the start of the clock on the referee's whistle. Conte taps it back to Preston. Carries to Preuss near side here. Off his body. Taken back by the Yellow Jackets. Morales Fernandez will come out and help. Send it to the wide side of the field. SNHU 1, American International College nothing. Northeast 10 soccer here. Working into the latter stages of the contest today. AIC trying to get something going. Will feed on the left side. This is Menacho. Menacho coming towards the goalie. Didn't have a whole lot on it, and Neal will come out and clean it up for the penman. Right side over to Pons. Up into the air. Iago got a little push from behind. They'll let that one go as Morgan for AIC sends it forward. Contact. Picasso winds up on the ground. Foul on SNHU. All right, Consoloni will start it for AIC. Now halfway through the second half at Willett Stadium, SNHU 1, American International College nothing. Neal deciding where he wants to punt this. Middle of the field, deep. 3 white jerseys around it. Penman trying to get there first was Preuss. And the goalie, Morales Fernandez, will send it out of play. SNHU will get the throw in. 3 into the game here for the Penman. Here's Philip Herman, Danny Gonzalez, and Martin Fuentes.
For AIC, number 3, Cornelius Christensen, and number 11, Georgios Nicoletti.
2 players in for AIC as well. Cornelius Christensen, number 3, number 11.
Number 12,
Georgios Nicolettis.
Number 20, Danny Gonzalez.
Penman leading 1-0. Looking to create a little bit of separation. They had some pressure on here, but AIC is going to be able to clear again, going wide on that far side of the field. This is Nicoletti's. Just came into the game, 11, and the ball out of bounds, last touch by AIC. It'll be a Penman throw-in. Preuss and Iago Perez are both out of the game right here. They contributed mightily offensively of Penman here in the second half. Going to be a foul over on the far side on AIC as SNHU's Philip Herman went down. A little over 20 minutes left to play. Coming down right into the hands of the goalie. Morales Fernandez sends it deep, downfield. Conte got a body on it, popped it up though, but there was an AIC player there. Now Conte will bring it across the midfield stripe, back to Kraft, comes back here near side Pons, and he'll send it all the way back down. Meantime, up ahead, Pons is down. Stop the clock with 19:44 to play. Alex trying to argue that maybe there should have been a card. It is SNHU ball on the foul. Fouls are 17-14 SNHU. SNHU has averaged about 14-15 fouls per game. It's right in their number. For the most part, though, well, a lot more fouls on SNHU this year than there have been on the opponents. 77-51 coming into today. Castro will go get it for the Penman. And Neal will send it down. Who's he looking for? Herman in the middle of the field. Ball off of the head of Sundberg for AIC. They'll work right side, and there's and Rafa on the contact will draw some attention here. And it is a yellow card on Rafa Escobedo. The fourth yellow issued on the Penman today. There have been 3 on AIC. Free kick. Set in front off of the head of Castro. Knocked back out by Kraft. AIC trying to keep it in. Manacho had the nice start to this play. Over on that far side, 13 gives it back to the middle of the field to Sundberg. Yellow Jackets park at far side of the field is Lafayette. Lafayette tackled by Zapata. Penman ball. Herman with Gonzalez on that far side. AIC will send it back out. Not a lot of time. They've got to get their offense set up in a hurry. Christensen sends one ahead. Deep ball trying to get it there to Nicoletti's. Escobedo back over in AIC. It's an opportunity there off of the turnover, and Pietro Bottasso misses wide. Another sub in here for AIC is 14, Fernando Ramirez, the junior.
For AIC number 14, Fernando Ramirez.
SNHU clinging to a 1-0 lead on an Iago Perez goal. Back over here, near side, Manacho. Lost it, Penman, Zapata. Deep feed, right side, Kraft. Tyler, punch it ahead. Still working for the loose ball. Manacho there to take it away. And AIC kicks it out of bounds. Penman, 16 and a half minutes left with the ball. AIC end with a throw in. Zapata Pons in the corner sends one into the middle. Herman was there for the Penman, didn't get all the way through. And we have a whistle. Trying to argue his case there was Gabriel Castro. Sophomore from Leon, Spain. Escobedo using a little bit of clock here as the Penman make the substitution. And Kraft will go out, and Alejo Caceres comes back into the ball game for SNHU. Zapata feed on the left wing, trying to get it to Caceres, and blocked out of bounds. Penman will get a corner kick with 15 minutes to play. No? No corner kick, goal kick. Women's soccer, SNHU 2-1. They beat Assumption today. SNHU field hockey 3, Adelphi 2 in overtime. So the two nationally ranked programs on campus. Women's soccer number 8 in the nation, field hockey number 7 in the nation, both coming away with wins. Men's soccer, 14 minutes away from staying unbeaten on the young season. In any 10 play, I should say. Trying to get to 3-0 in league play, leading 1-0. Gonzalez trying to find Herman. Has that one knocked out of bounds by Vidström. And this will be a corner for the Penmen with under 14 minutes to play. Nice slow walk over to the corner there. Zapata. He's taken many of them. This will be Alejo Caceros, the junior from Argentina. Be at Concord High School in New Hampshire. Alejo. Good strong boot through far side. Evans deflected it. It went away from Herman and in the battle for the loose ball, a foul on SNHU. Lafayette for AIC. Trying to find a seam through that Penman defense. Too far out on the edge. Throw in Penman, 12:45 left. Popped out of bounds. Pons was trying to find Danny Gonzalez. Good footwork there. That is Penman ball. Manacho arguing, but to no avail. It was off him. Now the Yellow Jackets got it away, and a good job by the Penman's Castro to get away from Fernando Ramirez. Substitutions for AIC.
In for AIC number 10,
Christian Torres returns. Stefan SHNU comes into the game.